Did you know that if you were to lay all the stones used to build the Great Wall of China end to end, they would stretch over 21,000 kilometers? And that's enough to circle the Earth more than 5 times. That is an incredible feat of engineering and a testament to the hard work and dedication of the many people who built it. But have you ever wondered what the real story behind the Great Wall of China is? How did such an immense structure come into existence, and what was its purpose? Well, let me tell you. Imagine yourself in ancient China. The year is 770 BC and the state of Yan is under attack from nomadic tribes from the north. To protect their homeland, the people of Yan build a wall around their city, using whatever materials they have available, wood and stone. It may not seem like much at the time, but this humble barrier will become the foundation for one of the world's most iconic structures. Fast forward a few hundred years and the state of Qin has risen to power. They too face threats from the north and decide to construct their own protective wall. But unlike their predecessors, the Qin are prepared to go all out. They use advanced techniques and a massive labor force to build a wall so formidable that it will stand the test of time. In fact, it's so impressive that when the first emperor of a unified China, Emperor Qin Shi Huang, inspected it, he declared, "If the world is compared to a moat, then this wall is the embankment of the country." But the Great Wall we know today is not the original wall built by the Qin. It was the Ming dynasty that really expanded and solidified the wall's legendary status. Over the course of their reign, they added more than 8,850 kilometers to its length, almost half of the total. This included the famous brick and stone wall that we associate with the Great Wall today. To build such a massive structure, it took an enormous amount of coordination and manpower. Workers would first need to survey the land and determine the best route for the wall. Then they would need to clear away any obstacles and level the ground to make sure that the wall was built on solid ground. After that, the real work could begin. The workers would start by digging a trench, which would serve as the foundation for the wall. The soil and other debris excavated from the trench would be used to build the base of the wall. As the wall grew taller, workers would use scaffolding to reach the upper levels. Each layer of the wall would be carefully constructed using bricks or stones that were either made by hand or cut from nearby rocks. The entire process was incredibly labor-intensive and required a huge team effort. But the results were truly impressive. The finished wall was up to 6 meters thick at the bottom and 3 meters thick at the top. It was also between 4 and 7 meters tall. These dimensions ensured that the wall was strong enough to withstand even the most powerful attacks. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Great Wall of China is its sheer length. Stretching over 21,000 kilometers, it's impossible to imagine the effort and resources required to construct such a massive barrier. The wall was built over several centuries and it wasn't completed all at once. Instead, different sections were built and added onto the existing wall over time. Another interesting fact about the Great Wall of China is that it wasn't just a physical barrier, but it also served as a way to control trade and communication along the Silk Road. The wall was manned by soldiers who would inspect merchants and their goods as they passed through checkpoints along the route. This helped to ensure that valuable goods were not smuggled out of China and that potential threats were identified before they could cause harm. But perhaps the most surprising fact about the Great Wall of China is that it was built without the use of modern technology. Everything from the surveying equipment to the tools used to cut and place the stones and bricks was done by hand. This makes the accomplishment even more impressive when you consider the lack of advanced technology available to the builders. But despite its impressive length and defensive capabilities, the Great Wall of China was never successful in preventing attacks from nomadic tribes. In fact, the wall was breached numerous times throughout history, and there are stories of entire armies crossing the barrier and wreaking havoc on the other side. While the wall may have been a symbol of China's power and strength, it was ultimately not effective in protecting the country from foreign invaders. The Great Wall of China is a remarkable feat of engineering and a testament to the hard work and dedication of the many people who built it over the course of several centuries. But its true purpose was not just to protect China from foreign invaders, but also to control trade and communication along the Silk Road. Despite its impressive length and defensive capabilities, the wall was never successful in preventing attacks from nomadic tribes and was breached numerous times throughout history. Nevertheless, the Great Wall of China remains one of the most iconic structures in the world and a symbol of China's rich history and culture. Today, visitors from all over the world come to marvel at its beauty and learn about its fascinating past. If you have the opportunity to visit the Great Wall of China, I highly recommend it. It's an experience that will stay with you for a lifetime. For those of you who enjoyed this video, I've got another one for you right here. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to like and subscribe. We'd love to have you join our growing community. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.